beloveds. When you allow yourself to release the self-indulgence, when you allow yourself to say, how can I be of service to another? You must begin with yourself. To be of service to another, beloveds, means that ultimately you are being of service to Source. But beyond that, you are being of service to the aspect of self that is Source. So you come upon a friend walking down the road, and your first thought is, I love you, friend. And you emit that from your heart towards them. There will be a noticeable difference in the way in which the two of you interact. You come upon a stranger walking down the same road. Your friend has passed by. Notice what your first inclination is, beloveds. Notice if you feel compelled to say, I love you to this seeming stranger, or if there's an aspect of fear. Should I look them in the eye? Should I turn away? Should I walk to the other side of the street? Begin to notice the patterns that you have for relating to another, because ultimately they go back to how you view yourself. Are there parts of you that would rather not look yourself in the eye? Are there parts of you that would rather look away? Are there parts of you that would rather walk to the other side of the street of yourself rather than to be in the presence of love? Do you feel unworthy of love? Do you feel afraid of love? Begin to look through everything with the eyes of love and allow it to be mirrored in front of you by the beings that you have called to you to teach you these lessons. As a young child, as I knew that I was different than others, I wondered why they were not able to see the things that I saw, or hear the things that I heard, or understand the things that I did. And as I began my trainings, I came to see that the only difference, beloveds, the only difference was a willingness, the God-given grace of the will of God, a willingness to see things, to know things, and to understand. When you grant to yourselves the willingness to say, I'm willing to open to all, I'm willing to feel, I'm willing to hear, I'm willing to see, and I'm willing to know, there is an alchemical transformation that occurs, and doors will be open to you that had remained closed, that you yourself had closed. The choice is always yours, beloveds. We have given you instructions. We have written books upon books upon books of how to come closer to God. The choice always comes down to one thing and one thing only, and that is the willingness of your journey to let go and dismantle every construct that you have known as evil and as darkness and as fear. Call upon us, beloveds. Call us by name. Allow us to come and give you that thought of inspiration, that moment of faith, that tenderness of love that makes you say, ah, yes, I can step one closer to a stranger, and I can open my heart to them. And before I speak a word to them, I can say from my heart, I love you, brother. I love you, sister, for you are me. And I am willing to see the places where fear lives instead of love. So go brilliantly and boldly into your days, beloved ones. Know that I am with you always. A breath within you is where I exist. The heart within you that loves is where I exist. And the aspect of fear within you, I live there too, ready to help you transform that fear back to the very breath of life and love that you truly are. You go with my blessings always. And I love you, and I will speak with you again.